quick video. I don't know. I'm just gonna address this. I think the majority of people. I think it comes down to two types of people: people that are their perspectives are grown from society, and people whose perspectives are grown from understanding society. Like, I mean, I grew up most of the time weird, awkward, not really, in the system or part of the cool group. So my and I grew up with the subculture, which is another position that benefits you because of the fact that you're constantly aware of the main culture. And then, I remember hearing in freaking, I don't know, high school, like certain teachers say some smart shit that sticks with you. And maybe that's just, kind of people that actually care about stuff like that. They care about and try to understand society. But teacher, a teacher made this point that if you're part of the main culture, that you have the ability not to even realize that you have a culture whatsoever because of the fact that it's constantly, wearing to you or unaware to you, but it's constantly around you. So it's constantly giving you feedback. Like, I'm in the main culture, and the main culture telling you it's okay to be like this because you're part of the main culture. So you get that constant gratification within your society. And then when any subculture becomes into the process of your understanding, like, for instance, a black president, you're in a complete culture shock because your culture that has constantly been giving you this feedback, like main culture, and then Barack Obama, a black person, president, the main culture, stereotypical understanding to which is presented to him gets destroyed completely and absolutely. And that's actually how I predicted the Tea Partiers, like freaking 2008, I think. No, yeah, like early 2008, 2007, 2008. I predicted the Tea Partiers and the Occupy movement. I predicted the Tea Party was going to spawn from a level of ignorance and acceptability through the government just fucking us over, and then finally coming to an awareness of the position of the government fucking them over, and Obama taking and being that be all end all understanding of it. Like shit. As soon as Obama gets in office, they're gonna be all over him, and the whole main culture thing. That the fact that they realize their main culture is not the ultimate perspective or the ultimate being to which is acceptable. Okay, that sentence made no sense. That they are part of the main culture and that the main culture does exist. That Obama was going to allow that fact to be very much so unknown to those people. So yeah, and I predicted Occupy Wall Street, but I didn't. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it really because I'm so distant. I think they fucked up so badly, and but yeah, I'm just gonna talk about the topic you're talking about. Yeah, it's just honestly, it's just the fact that I think some people try to understand society, and some people grow. Some people's perspective comes from the understanding of society, and some people's perspective comes from society. And I think the people they're just normally socialized. Unfortunately, I'm not one of those people. I started smoking a lot of weed in high school. I hung out with like a lot of football players and shit, but I don't know. I mean, I hang with football players, but I was I was kind of going through a lot of the motions, and then school kind of got gayer and gayer for me. Like by the time it was my senior year, all the kids at my fucking school were weak. Like I was one of the coolest kids in the fucking school because I just didn't give a fuck. Was I one of the coolest kids? I guess that's debatable. I was cool in the like instance of me smoking weed and not giving a fuck. Like I would have like weed on me all the time at school. So yeah, that was my high school. But actually I dropped out though. Freaking partially because of a girl and some awkward shit that's going on between us. Yeah, and partially because I just got sick of it. I was just like, fuck this. This is not cool. And yeah, but unlike like you said, unlike a lot of people in society who had the benefit of being just completely and utterly fucking unaware of the fact that they have their perspective is just pleasantly socialized, the way I can put it. Meaning that the way they've grown, the way they came to understand the world, is just pleasant to society. Society can just accept it. It's like I don't know. It's like accepting a B plus. It's really easy. You don't really have to work at it. It's just like, oh, that's awesome. Or having like a college accepting the student with a 4.0. It's just easy to accept them. Generally, generally socially acceptable. Generally. I don't think generally is a word. Like genitals. Yeah, my mind's going to weird places. Yeah, but back to your point, Carl Sagan. But the thing is, we work at it. You're right. But I think that certain people. I think it's not the weirder you are. It's kind of the different positions that you're attracted to. Like me, I'm attracted to different social understanding, philosophical perspective, all that stuff. Just fucking interests the shit out of me. Politics, revolution, all that shit interests me. So my perspective is generally focused on that. Whereas financial, well, at least when it comes to like the level of inequality, finances is interesting to me, but I don't care about finances to a huge degree. Yeah. I wonder if we go grab something to eat real quick. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I might go. Might go grab something to eat. Sorry, guys, had to watch through that or see that. I was just wow. Yeah, but actually, shoot, bring it up. 22 years old. Funny thing, yeah, my dad, black, graduated from Harvard. Freaking pretty affluent. Got some money. That's right, the way to pronounce it. You got a good amount of money. And my mom, on the other hand, that was like freaking poor as shit, and really came up in the low level of echelons. Echelon. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, haven't been that great. I mean, at one time I realized I really did come to a greater understanding, even I guess a stage of enlightenment about a lot of the stuff that was going on in the world. A lot of people, like I just came to a huge understanding of people, and I let that go for dumb reasons. And I'm still interested in a lot of this stuff, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure if it's worth mentioning, but it's been freaking hard because when you go to a certain level, when you achieve something and then it slips away, you kind of have the sense that I can get back to it, but I've been trying freaking hard to get back to the understanding that I had, just because of the fact that simply it's when you can understand stuff in the world, it makes the world a whole lot better, a whole lot easier to deal with. It doesn't suck as bad. And yeah, I actually had a point somewhere in there, but socialization. Yeah. Oh, that like the level of understanding I had was so insane to what I have now. Like I can pinpoint, I can pinpoint a certain topic and usually get to the heart, the core of that motherfucking topic. Like I can come up with a definition for power. Like power is the inequality within a system, and that's what power is. Or like the system is a form of measurement within the level of existence. I can make these freaking like vast definitions that encompass pretty much everything in it. And I mean, it takes a little bit for me to focus to that point, but I can do that. But I don't want to say I was great at a point in time, but I had a lot going for me, and I don't know, fucking bitches, man. I mean, the girl I'm talking about back then, I didn't think she was a bitch. I'm not sure I think she is now, but freaking, ugh, it's worth more. I don't know. I think understanding is worth as much as you want to make it worth. And more people just generally don't care about what you think, about what's really worth in this world, the understanding that's worth. Most people don't give a fuck. So generally, we have this understanding because most of people's society care about shit like Snooki. And no hate on her. I don't like hate on people. Nothing against her or anything, but like people are more interested in that shit. Like it's easy to understand. Like Snooki. I mean, Jersey Shore, interesting fucking show. It's easy. You don't have to analyze. You don't have to really think about it. You just watch it and just fucking watch it. It doesn't have any debate about it. You don't have to understand society. And I guess I don't know. I guess the question of one's personal position in society would be to question one's validity in society. So I guess to a degree, people probably don't want to question it because of the fact that they might have to question their own position on their own level of righteousness or comfortability within the society they live in. And people that generally don't have a level of comfortability in society come out in the freaking like awkward. Already, you're not in a fucking comfortable position, so we're just like, ah, shit, man. It's just uncomfortable. What I'm gonna do, I'm just think, why am I so uncomfortable here? Why does anybody like me? Or, why am I awkward? We're gonna automatically question our position in society in relation to the people to have it what we consider easy. And then we eventually, you know, if you do it long enough like I did, I think you come to the point of actually understanding them like, ah, shit, these people are stupid as fuck. And then you kind of get either just, you find it funny and you're just like, ah, shit, I don't even give a fuck anymore. Or, I don't know, you just get learned. If that's a word. You get learned about the world. You're just like, ah, shit, I understand this. And then those people don't bother you because they're all part of your equation to which you've grandly, you know, exposed and written up and understood through years and years and years of questions. And why these people, why the people that you look at spent years and years and years, you know, memorizing, you know, football stats. I like football. I watch it from time to time. I used to be a bigger sports fan, but I'm not knocking football. I'm just saying that, you know, people that have a comfortability with their society generally gravitate towards certain things within the society, while people outside the realm of comfortability in society generally gravitate to stuff and questions that are not really well known or really asked by the people who are comfortable. So, I mean, it's kind of how it works, you know? So, yeah, society, people, and yeah, good video. That's my thoughts on it. Good stuff, TJ. Deuces.